Alrighty here. Where are we? Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Read this. This fucking mic. Stay. Oh my god, the world's full again. At least we're close though. Yo. Yeah.
Dude, by the way, get the fuck into Destiny and level your shit up.
Dude, in 1 month, it's all gonna be pointless. So.
Maybe. I don't know if there's gonna be a boost.
It's freaking ant. It's they're gonna up the fucking light level.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's gonna be a boost or not.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Every single review site is like Final Fantasy. I was talking to Vlad. I'm like, dude, I gotta get in.
There's your first one.
Go to the tab.
Nah, I'm going to Imprint tomorrow morning, so I'm just kinda hanging out.
Have protect. Oh, weird.
Yeah, you listened to the YBN Corday album today?
No. Did you?
Should. Yeah, it's awesome.
I was listening to Chance.
How?
It came out at like 4.
He's on one of the tracks on that album.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. That song that I sent you that they did with Anderson .Paak and Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah. Is
Got that little push on it.
is that guy, was that one of the guys that I sent you with that freestyle?
Yeah, he was in this year's
Freshman?
yeah.
Because I think it was him. Yeah, he came after Rico Nasty and he was awesome.
Yeah, he does that that old nigga song. I don't know if I played it. It's really good. Dude, is it just me or does Anderson .Paak sound like Kendrick?
Kendrick? I don't know.
Yeah, in that song that I sent you, he sounds just like Kendrick. I think so, at least.
Let's see if my healing skills are still what they used to be. Which they sucked before, so they probably suck worse now.
Yes, they're still terrible.
Bum, 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 bum. I think we might have 2 healers though. This looks like an 8-man group. This is. I think I tried to do this and we failed. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Mechanics that I don't know, bro. What's that? Yeah, I just go in dungeons, I don't give a shit, I'm a healer. They'll forgive me.
Bro, you ever gonna take this fucking chair out of my house?
Yeah, I can.
Every time I look at it, I'm like, fuck.
Well,
For this year.
to be honest with you, I didn't ask you because I didn't know if you like I just gave it to someone else or something like at
No,
work.
I still have it on the air.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. So like once or twice a summer, we get a mouse or two, like in that where the oven is. I guess they come from outside in the back somewhere there. And I gotta put a trap in, you know, it just catches it and that's it. I thought I was getting a vodka and I was making a drink and I thought the ice machine was making and then I was putting the ice in. And that wasn't it. There was something moving in the fucking thing, which I never heard before, so now I'm freaking the fuck out.
Dude, you need to get like a Terminator or something.
It's not bad, it's like 1 or 2 a year, but
Still, even if it's 1 or 2 a year. Get that shit done once and you won't have it anymore.
true. I just worry what I think because I talked to the pest guy that would come in the subway, and they like set up. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what they like what kind of traps they use with a baby and animals and stuff.
All that shit's gonna be.
Dude, I remember when I started this game how fucking difficult healing was. I was having anxiety attacks. I had to quit and be a black mage, which is a DPS character. I like DPS, dude, but like, dude, I was getting back in, I told Vlad, I'm like, I might go back with my black mage, because what's cool about Final Fantasy is you could literally, you have to start, you get like a XP bonus, but so you could have one character and can be any class. Mind you, you have to level up that class, just like you would start a new character, but you don't have to like give up. Like, so if you had like Cyrus, you wouldn't have to make like Cyrus X and Cyrus Y.
Right.
You know.
Dude, so at this point, Hatchery has been out for like a month, a little bit over a month.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people still don't know what the fuck
I know, dude. Like, unless people just like, I don't know. Like, do they have that many people rotating in and out of the game?
No, it's the same people, but I was gonna say unless it's the people that play they're on for free, but I don't think you can do anything else.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just like Gambit. Like I still don't understand how people don't know how to play Gambit.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts.
Or Carol's second generation.
Oh my god, I just died. No, where is that, in Pittston?
Yeah, so you know, there's our Carol and Janelle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's our Carol second generation Piston. Don't ever buy food.
Oh really? I never got Arcaro and Janelle's.
Always trash.
Yeah, we beat him.
Oh my god, I'm literally with a trash group.
Were you in Menagerie?
Yeah.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you.
It's weird, like I'd like to know how they do the matchmaking. Like some of it, like we smoke everything, and some of it's just
I do not
terrible.
think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nathalie,
Bro, you watched The Boys?
they should have little to fear of the primal's biting
Nah, I'm reading it
blades.
first.
All of
You
it?
have done well.
Yeah,
have
I'm
you
on
not?
the
Come,
second
let us
or
return
third
to
issue
Vidofnir and
of
share
the
these
second
glad
volume.
tidings.
So,
Did
like,
you
I should-
did you finally get over your bullshit Simon Pegg thing?
Yeah, like I don't really realize that it's him. I guess.
You know Simon Pegg is Yui's dad, right?
Once more,
In the
you
show?
achieve the impossible.
No, I didn't know.
Dude, I took a picture. I sent it to
you
Jeff.
watch it?
A heart that
I
succumbs
watched
to fear
first
and
an episode and a half.
Another voice is joined to the
Awesome,
chorus,
dude.
beseeching
How close is the
divine
ball to the-
succor.
Right now it's not.
At their bidding, warring gods will
Because
So-
I think that's where they fucked up with Preacher.
and your
It,
world
right. It starts right in the beginning with A-Train running through his girlfriend.
chaos.
Like right in the beginning, that happens.
I don't know what that is.
If you're on the second issue of the second trade,
I'm on issue like 7 or 8. So I'm on.
that had to
I finished
happen.
The first volume. I finished the first volume, which is 1 through 6, and then I'm on the second volume, like the second or third. Who's his girlfriend?
It happens in like the first or second issue.
A-Train is the guy from the 7, right?
Yeah.
There's no train being run on his girlfriend.
No. He runs through her. He kills her.
Oh, he runs through.
That Robin.
What's his name's girl?
Yui.
And puts her into the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, dude, that's right in the beginning, and it's fucking awesome.
Completely miss it. Yeah, that's the first issue.
And then is the translucent in that? Yeah, right. He's the invisible guy.
Yeah, not yet.
See, he's in the first episode, but I don't remember him at all.
No, he's not. No. Not, is he one of the 7?
He's in there. I don't know if he is, but I think he is. He's on Jimmy Fallon in the show.
Because there's one of the issues. Somebody from the 7 is bitching that one of the other people get more money. They get like a higher cut,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's the translucent. I'm not sure. But yeah, dude, that's what like completely turned me off from Preacher. Is that whole first season has nothing to do with
Nothing.
really the comics at all. I'm not sure why they went that route.
And then they said it picked up, and then it got dropped. But dude, like, you know, and I'm like joking around, even though I'm serious. But like, Preacher's a raunchy fucking comic, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, The Boys is more, but at that time, it was definitely equal to what The Boys was. You know, like,
Yeah, I'm not
and
sure
when
I'm not sure when they came out, like what was first? Preacher, I think, was first.
oh yeah, Preacher was 90s, Boys was 2000s. Because that's the main problem with fucking Ennis, is that he doesn't do I mean, he does, but it was like back in the day, like he doesn't do long runs of anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I told Jeff. I'm like, dude, I want Ennis to have another fucking run in him.
I don't know, man. I think like the run of Preacher was like perfect.
Yeah.
Like, the shit that like Kirkman did with The Walking Dead, I think that is way too fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you're gonna keep a story going for how the fuck long was that going? Like 11 years or some shit?
Something crazy, yeah. So 190. I mean, if we take that for just what it is, plus he had offshoots and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's
193 by 12. 16 years.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I would rather a tight, really well-written story that only lasts, you know, 90 issues.
When did Walking Dead issue 1 it's not 16 years. He must have been doing doubles or something. Nope, 16 years. October 8th, 2003.
Dude, that's insane.
The Walking Dead 1 came out when I graduated high school.
Yeah, dude, I remember we were at Jeff's and it was already 50 issues in.
Wow.
I mean, how long have it's been? Probably 10 years since we hung out at Jeff's.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. I mean, to me, that's crazy.
How the fuck do I get out of this fucking place? What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's nuts. You know, plus he tries to write other stuff and but yeah, so far it's fucking awesome. But you know, I don't remember The Boys as much as I should.
Yeah, I mean, how long
I mean, I remember it, you know, the key parts, but not like specifics, you know.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna read the entire thing before I watch the show because I don't need to.
Right.
I might read like the first 3 volumes.
You're gonna fly right through it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna put a ton of work into it because I got shit going on, but I'm gonna try to get, you know, some, like, at least another 2 or 3 episodes in. So if I see something that's like, you know, spoilerish, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, if they want a series, they won't go too far. And that's the thing, you know, with anything else, with anything that worked, like Marvel or Game of Thrones or whatever, like, I mean, you know, stick to your source material.
Yep.
It's very easy.
I don't know why Walking Dead got away from that.
Yeah.
Literally on like the 2nd episode of the show, they went away from the source material. I mean, how soon does Shane die?
I think Shane was there for like 2 seasons, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, in the comics, how soon
Oh,
does
first
he die?
run, 6 issues. He's
Yeah.
there. First run, he's dead. And I think he did it because he didn't think that anyone would pick it up. So he wrote it with that end.
Yeah, I think I should be good. Like, if I do the first 3 volumes, like, I don't think they're gonna pass that in the show.
Right. The guy that plays Yo, Rui.
The Butcher?
Let's text him. Yeah, the guy that plays Yui I like a lot. He's from the Maze Runner movies.
Who's the one that is in the Star Trek movies?
I think that's Butcher.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Carl something.
Yes. Yeah.
He kind of looks like a Benicio del Toro. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, how do I get over there? I gotta go.
Dude, the guy on the left looks like what's his name from Barry.
That's Yui.
The guy on the left is Huey?
Yeah, and then Simon Pegg's there, his dad.
Jesus. Simon Pegg is old as fuck.
Yeah, dude, he couldn't play Yui anymore.
They literally, it looks like they got somebody who completely looks like the opposite of Simon Pegg to play Huey.
Yeah, man. He's good though. I
He
like
looks
him.
nothing like him.
I mean, so far he's good. Dude, I got so mad though last night when I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes, and like it's at like 77, which is awesome for what we want. I mean, especially since it's like, you know, a raunchy show. But when I started reading that shit because they think that this was made because of the popularity of superheroes, got me fucking pissed, man. Like, they have no idea who Garth Ennis is. They have no idea that Garth Ennis always hated superheroes since that fucking 80s. Like, he wrote Punisher, like all his big runs. I think he might have had a superhero thing there. I mean, he did some superhero stuff, but like all his big runs were, you know, nothing. Everything he's known for. Punisher Max, Punisher, like not a superhero.
The anti-superhero.
Yeah. Constantine. Hitman. You know, all anti superhero stuff, especially the Punisher. The Punisher is like an anti superhero.
Yeah.
Punisher Max is fucking amazing.
Dude, that synopsis of that new Batman sounds awesome.
Yeah, dude, Brubaker's writing it, right? One of my favorite fucking writers.
Brian something, I think. Is it Brian?
Batman.
Brian something, right?
Oh, Azzarello. Yeah. He's incredible too.
So one of the guys I work with sent me it because he's like, yo, he's like, you see the new Batman? They show his dick. He's like really into the comics.
Oh, it's only 3 issues.
Like total?
Yeah, 3-issue limited
so
series
far.
written by Azzarello. It concluded June 26th. So I'm gonna probably get that like tonight.
Yeah. I'm like, what's the storyline of it? And he's like, I guess him and Constantine team up to find out who killed the Joker.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm not caught up with the canon now. I'm like, is the Joker dead in the normal stuff? And he's like, no, it's just apparently for this run. Because who's the one that the American Vampire that you said was picking back up?
Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
They put out an article, I think last week, that they said Scott Snyder's, because Tom King took over for Snyder when DC did another fucking rebirth relaunch.
Yeah.
And that I have all those issues too, all 75 of Tom King's issues, because he was like an ex, I don't know, what's the big CIA? He's like an ex CIA agent, and like he's amazing apparently.
The writer?
Yeah.
Jesus. What do you think of whatchamacallit's Batman? What's his name?
Morrison?
What are you reading now? Yeah.
So what happened is that I was going full tilt, which I should never do, because it goes into the stuff that isn't written by Morrison. So I was going like full tilt, like Grant Morrison's Batman run with every fucking so what, you know, the things that reference it, or the things that were in that world at the time when other people were writing, you know, because there's like, if you include Robin and Batwoman and Nightwing and all those comics, you know, there's fucking 25 Batman titles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was trying to do all that shit, and I just got burnt out trying to get through the stuff that wasn't written by Morrison, because that's what I tell you.
I specifically just went with like the straight Morrison.
Right, so that's what I got now. I looked up the trade reading order, and that's what I have, all of the stuff now, and I'm just reading the trades.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were awesome.
So I read.
You were like making me doubt it like before I started it. You're like, they're fucking crazy, and I don't know. I love them.
Dude, Batman Rip is amazing, but it's because of I read that Wikipedia you sent me, man. If I didn't have that, I was fucked. Dude, there's literally, I was talking to Jeff about this. There's literally a fucking panel where, I don't know if you remember Batmite, the little Batman guy that's talking to him as his conscious.
Yep.
So Batmite's there, and they're like, dude, you have a tracking device in your tooth, and all it shows is him get a knife and put it by his tooth, and you see a little blood come down. And then the next panel is the mobsters that he's like going after, looking up at a bird. And then the next panel is him just jumping and, you know, jumping at them and fighting them. I'm like, okay, didn't think anything of it. Knife with the tooth, I'm thinking maybe he's lodging it out of his tooth. I don't know what he's doing. Dude, I read the Wikipedia, and it says he tied a string to his tooth and then tied it to a pigeon to pull his tooth out, so he got the tracking device out.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I literally went back to look at the panel, and I'm like, I still don't see that at all. Like, I could see now because the pigeon's flying, that's what they're looking at, but there's no thing of him tying it. There's no rope. Like, I literally don't know. It was not probably a knife. It was probably like his batarang or whatever the fuck it was. But
yeah,
dude, and that shit pisses me off. But, you know, if I read the thing with it, if I use the thing and read that with it, then, you know, it's good. But
yeah, I loved it.
But yeah, he's a genius, dude. Like, it is a great story.
Like, just getting back into reading The Boys on Comixology on the iPad. Like, I might try to go back and do what's his big magnum opus, Morrison's.
I don't know.
I have the hardcover of it.
The Invisibles.
The Invisibles. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I might be a douchebag, and I spent like $100 on the hardcover, you know, Ultimate Edition. Like, read it again on Comixology, because I didn't like. I don't think I made it anywhere close to all the way through. It's fucking crazy.
The thing with those is, especially older comics, 90s, early 2000s maybe. The thing with those comics is that, like, for instance, what's the one of the classic Batmans, The Dark Knight Rises or whatever it is.
What's his name? Is Frank Miller?
Yeah, I read that. I tried to read that on back in the day. I tried to read it on my iPhone, and it was probably like an iPhone 4 or something like that with that tiny ass screen. But I tried reading it on an iPad maybe, before Comixology was a thing, and I can't follow those old comics like that. Now, if you have guided view, it's amazing, because Batman: The Dark Knight Rises has a bunch of news scenes in it.
Yeah,
and
that's how it starts off.
Yeah,
those are the first panels. Is that news scene?
Yeah, and there's there's one page has fucking
15 little panels.
Yeah, of like the news person talking. Yeah.
Yep. And it's like not shitty, but it's like kind of shitty, like old quality. Like, the font is not good.
Right. And when you have guided view, you could focus on those panels and just get more out of them.
Yeah, like, I can't read. I want to read and get through From Hell.
Oh yeah, I have From Hell on Comixology.
Yeah, I have it, the actual, like, the whole book of it, and like, I open it up, and it's, I mean, you've seen the art. And it's like, I mean, it's done that way on purpose because it's not that old, but it's like, I fucking can't do this.
See, when I read, fuck, I don't, getting to this person. When I read, or when I listen to like I used to listen to comic book podcasts, and I don't like many of them because they're, you know, just like any comic enthusiast, they're all into the new superhero stuff and what's going on with DC and what's going on with Marvel, and I don't give a fuck about that. So I could never find one that I really like.
Fuck about Marvel.
Yeah. So but when I would listen, oh, you know what who it was? The only one I liked, just because I liked the personalities, was when Scott Johnson had Comic Dorks.
Okay.
That was awesome. But they discussed Comixology, and see, like, to comic enthusiasts like that, especially people that read like old school stuff and, you know, collected comics and all that, they think Guided View's like fucking blasphemy because
anybody who's old school, diehard, anything is a douchebag.
they think it's it makes sense because, but like, I don't care about it like that, but it makes sense because
I don't think it makes sense.
they feel a page is a piece of art, and like, when you know, if you're looking, I don't know, I'm just gonna say the Mona Lisa or something, or you're looking at you're only looking at a portion of a piece of art.
Right, but before the page turns, it shows the whole page.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So I don't know.
So that was like their argument, and I was like, I get it.
I don't.
But I have no
That's
idea
like the
how
same
I'm getting
people
to this
that are
place.
like, new video games aren't art. Old school Atari is art. Like, it's just.
Yeah, shut up, bro.
Dude, I literally feel like I'm playing old school WoW. I'm fucking grinding for like consumables.
You can't hear me vape, can you?
Yep.
Oh, you did? All right, I'll mute it next time.
That's what I'm talking
I have that, you know, that thing where it only opens when I'm so loud, and I thought leaning
about.
away.
The one guy I work with has it the same way, where it's like set to only make the mic to cut in when you make sound.
Yeah.
So like it'll be quiet and I'll just hear.
Oh, he vapes too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like doing that though.
I don't know how people set that to be like that. Like I have to have just like push to talk.
Yeah. It looks like it's down
I
here.
talk too much to myself. It would literally be setting off like every 5 seconds.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, and for this game being 9 years old or whatever it is, I mean, I know they updated every expansion, and I'm only on the second one. There's 4. The new one that came out is the 4th, but that's why I'm so excited, because they said like this is like Marvel's end game of expansions.
Yeah.
They said it's so PC Gamer, IGN, everybody.
Marvel?
PC Gamer said that like this expansion for Final Fantasy is like Marvel's end game. Like 9 years in the making, like the story gets fucking nuts.
Do you know anything about the story?
I don't remember the first one. I just started Heaven's Ward. But the thing is the thing with Final Fantasy is that you have to play through the main story to get like if you play WoW, you could literally kill fucking the lowest level whatever 5 million bajillion times and get to level 70. In this, you could level, but you can't progress and get to the next zone without going through the story.
Right.
So, which I think is cool. Like when Heaven's Ward was coming out.
Destiny, you can just like power level and skip a whole ton of the missions.
Right. When Heaven's Ward was coming out, I hadn't played Final Fantasy in a long time, and I told Vlad, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna start doing this story. He goes, you have no idea how fucking long it is. And dude, I played for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And then Heaven's Ward came out, and I changed to a healer for it, and I literally went out in the field for like, you know, the expansion level 1 mobs, and I couldn't complete the first quest by myself, so I quit. Because I couldn't DPS enough with a healer to solo, and I got fucking ticked off. And like Vlad came over and he like whacked the fucking beast once and killed it, and I'm like, great. He's like, dude, I went on Reddit and I'm like, I can't kill anything as a white mage. What am I doing? And they're like, dude, you just use your dot and then stone. Like you don't have any options. You just keep using that and repeat. And I'm like, okay, I can't do anything. They're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I went and bought gear. Like,
That's why I don't like getting into that stuff like when it's super deep, because there's so much that you don't realize what's going on. Like even with Destiny, like I started playing Destiny 2 like hardcore in September of last year. I probably have at this point probably 500 or 600 hours into it, and like I have no idea what the story is whatsoever.
yeah.
Not even a little bit. Actually, at this point, I probably have to check. I might have more than that.
Dude, I have no idea how to get to where I'm going. I've been running around this entire time.
Bro, you see that picture of Miley Cyrus?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna send it to you. Shake the phone.
Oh my god, I think I found where I gotta go. Don't jump. No, I won't. I was looking where to go. What's going on, Hellbound? Holy moly.
That's almost right up your alley.
Playing Final Fantasy 14 as well, doing a fresh character, taking advantage of the 1 to 70 buff. So you you already are 70? Is that how it works? You like what the hell do you call it? Can't think of it. Boosted? That's it. No, it's... How do I get that? How do I get that? You gotta tell me. Plus the earrings. I don't know about this at all. Enlighten me, Hellbound. Please.
Yeah, do you know what you're doing for Dee's wedding?
I don't know the specifics. I know that I'm going to, I'm staying at the Hilton.
Okay, so you guys do get a room.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I literally don't know where I'm going. I thought I found my way through and I did not. I must have to go through this cave. Is there? I've already been. Pre-order Shadowbringers gave you the earrings. 30% 1 to 80. 70 buff going as well. Heat of battle. Oh man, that sucks. Oh well. Yeah, I haven't played since Heaven's Ward, so this is a fresh character. Not fresh, but this is my first character from when the game first came out, before it was A Realm Reborn. Oh. It literally looks like I just had to go 5 feet and there's an exit on the other side. Nope, maybe not. Maybe I just went in a circle.
Dude, this fucking guy is just like following me and shooting me.
Ninja Sam and GMB are gods.
Like not a fucking NPC, like another player.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Dad. It's making me nervous.
Nope, this is where I came from. Fuck! Yeah, I'm a healer, Hellbound. White mage. It's like well, there's literally nowhere else to go. I'm gonna have to Google how to fucking get to where I gotta go.
There's no like map indicator.
No, man, I literally have no fucking clue where to go. I'm gonna go back down here. There's an indication, but it's like far out and it's a part of the map I haven't discovered, so it's all, you know, can't see any pathways or anything. I'm solo queuing level 60 dungeons at 63. Holy fuck. Ninja's OP. I've never played a ninja, man, but I hear they're awesome. Yeah, at the top of the tower, right? And then I got here. But where do I go from here? Like, it looks like right there, but it kept taking me. This is the cave. And it just took me here. And then through here and back out, which there's nothing here. Take the path over the cave. There's a... So this, there's a path on top of it. Yeah. All right. Let me try again. Thanks, man. Bum, 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 bum. That's why you see the shade, then the light part should make our maps 3D with all this Magitech floating around. I know, right? That ain't gonna work.
Bro, the stout I'm drinking is potent.
Yeah? What kind?
It was, so I remember we went to that beer festival in New York.
I see it.
We got
Yeah.
the VIP, so you got a bunch of like different stuff, like a bunch of IPAs, and there's like 3 or 4 bottles of stouts. So this one is the Imperial Stout. It's a barrel-aged one. It's a 1-year aged in George Dickel Tennessee whiskey barrels.
George Dickel.
Yeah, so I mean it's like super potent but super smooth.
That's awesome.
It's 17%.
Holy moly.
Yeah. This would be a slow sipper.
A slow sipper. How the hell was I supposed to know that? That path was so small. Holy moly, I'm high. Not that high. This is literally like, looks like where I gotta be. But I can't get, oh my god, what the fuck?
Bro, so how does that shit work? Like, so you're in Dee's wedding, but obviously you're going with Michelle, but you're not going to be sitting with her.
Nope. That's how it was for Gary's.
So, like, do you just put her somewhere else?
Yeah, like with my parents or with you and TJ.
Dude, if they don't have me and TJ sit at the same table,
They're definitely gonna have you and TJ at the same time.
I'm like, I walk in there and get my thing for the table, and he's like, he's table 3, I'm table 7. I'm like, nope, I'm on it. When is that?
Gotta go home.
Yeah, I'm out of here. When is that? The end of August?
August 31st, I think, the last day. On Labor Day weekend.
And Steve and Michelle's is like 2 weeks after that.
Let's get one suit for both, bruh.
Yeah, I have a suit. I have a suit. I have 2 different shirts I'm wearing. That.
Alright, I gotta Google this. I don't know how to fucking get here. Holy shit.
Nobody that's at one wedding is going to be at the other, so I'm good.
I think that attacked me. It's a one my desk, and now I think he was on my leg.
Ooh.
Apparently everyone had this problem.
Dude, speaking of, we were doing shit at work today, and I was holding something up for the other guy, and it was like a crate from overseas, and the one guy goes, there was a spider that's on the ground. It was just on your stomach. I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't you tell me it was on my stomach? He's like, I didn't want you to drop what you were holding. Like,
Oh my god.
always tell me if there's a spider on my stomach.
So apparently this is a total misdirect. There's
Really?
Yeah, I just looked it up. So you go into this new spot, you attune to the crystal so you could teleport there, and then straight through is, let me see if there's another pathway here. Straight through, where the fuck? Maybe I don't know where. That's that. There's a path straight through to go to this giant cliffside, and they said no, the path is on the first floor. It's a misdirect. I don't see any other pathway. Can I go around? That's probably what it is. Nope, that's not what it is. Holy fuck. I seriously have to go over this just to look at this game on a fucking good graphics card. It's so fucking beautiful. Maybe I don't all the way.
Dude, so there's a brewery. It's called Nightmare Brewing Company. The artwork, their can artwork, is right up your alley.
Really?
Straight horror. Yeah, it's like straight horror. I'll send you some pictures. It's fucking awesome. I just sent you on Instagram one of their can art pictures.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Holy shit, I'm pissed. No. I found it. Yeah, they said it's a it's a misdirect for people that don't read NPC text. I read the NPC text. Maybe not the. I didn't read the quest text. Maybe it's in there. Dude, there's all fucking T-Rexes and shit roaming around. This is amazing. Found it. I'm here. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Somal's summit for thee and thy companion.
Dude, I really wish when I first started playing Destiny, I did it with the number pad for changing weapon.
Yeah, right.
Dude, the
Your presence will not be
wheel
welcome.
sucks.
To my kin, the mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place. Both where you, the minions of Nidhogg, during your
I
ascent
don't
from
understand,
Cistern,
like,
shall take great
you
offense
flip
at
it
your
once and it, like,
intrusion.
moves forward every time.
Yeah, it's awful. My final words for thee, Dragoon, have care to keep their stolen power. Thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair.
Bro, so how's the new job?
Oh, it's awesome, man.
Do you, like, are you good with the move that you made?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, if anything, I love everything. The only thing is, well, two things now, is that I feel that, so as an accountant, your best thing, or the thing that you do the most is you do everything basically one time a month, because you have so much shit building up to month end and to close your books. You do everything once. So like, I reconciled. So what that means is that I have to make sure our books match what the units books are. So I take care of all of business and industry units. So like I'm doing July now, and you start with over shorts before you can put their sales in to make sure that they're over shorts or plus or minus, not above plus or minus $50. So I look and I take care of Hershey, and Hershey has 3 locations, and then so they're A, B, and C, and this is, now I take care of like 30 units. This is 1 unit. Yeah. And they have A, B, and C, and I go and look, and their over shorts are like short $5,000 on this day, short $3,000 on this day. So I could just tell that there's no deposits put in. The problem is that it just tells you a number and a date. It doesn't tell you which location, which one. So I email them and I'm like, yo, listen, you got, so I figure it out, and I'm like, listen, you have this much wrong here and this much wrong over here. Like, you got to get this stuff in. And like, obviously they're like, well, we're catering today, I can't do it today. And then like you lose a whole day. But
yeah, but like how is that on you then though?
To stay on top of it, yeah. But what I don't like is what I'm trying to get at, which I got a little off topic there, is that hold on one second. Okay. You do everything once. So when you're training, like the first 4 months, like I did it 4 times. Like where you do something every day, like I did it 4 times. So like it was literally like me, like just fucking not knowing at all. So like little by little, month by month, I'm getting better and better and better. But like now I'm in month 6 and it's my 6th time. Second time I did it by myself. Last month was the first time, and I think they're just a little too much like you should know what you're doing.
Yeah, so you're like, you don't feel you're getting the training for it.
Yeah, I feel like and I've spoken to people about it, and they're like, listen, not people. A lady's been there 25 years, and she's like, listen, I only hear good things about you. She's like, so just keep doing what you're doing and don't worry about it. I'm like, all right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you like think that there's like room for you to move up? Like,
that's the second thing, is that I think yes, but I asked about like promotions and stuff, and they're like, well, promotions really don't come unless like someone leaves, because they're a small company.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So that's the only other thing, is I don't know how it is in the long run.
Well, I mean, what's the majority of the workforce? Is the majority of the workforce older, younger?
I'd say
older, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, they're older, but like,
Yeah, you're probably in a good spot.
but there were times where like Debbie, who's my boss, has been there 16 years, you know, they asked her to be controller and she said no, which would mean more money and, you know, everything else. So like, yeah, so I mean, I would say yes, you know, I would say yes now, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad like you don't regret the move.
no, I don't regret it at all.
I mean, the stress is probably way less.
Way less, man. But like there, like I love it. Like you know, when you could have your headphones in. I have my headphones in all day. That's where I listen to all those whack albums. Like
We can only do we can have headphones in, but we can only have one earbud in.
right.
But like you're not working around
No.
stuff that's gonna run you over and kill you.
Yeah, and like I go on websites and you know no one cares. They're like, just don't be like posting on Facebook. That's what they told me.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, like I said, between that, which obviously I'll get better in time once I learn things and how things go. But you know, a lot of it, so like what happens is that like, you know, if I'm like, oh, how do I find this money, and ask the person, they're like, oh, you have to see if they have deposits. But then the problem is that I have 30 units and they let the units kind of run amok. So like every unit is different. So I have to ask the guy the question 30 times to make sure that, oh, they don't have this stipulation or that stipulation. And like,
You have like the same ones all the time.
yeah,
So yeah, you gotta get them on like a schedule. Be like, listen, I'm gonna contact you now, and you know, this time every month, looking for you know X, Y, Z. You know,
Right,
get
right.
them on, like,
yeah, it's but like I said, it's besides that, man, like learning
yeah,
curve.
Nobody's screaming in your face that you're a fucking asshole, right?
Nope. Nope, not at all.
You're already ahead.
But like, so we had people leaving, so I started reconciling, and then the controller Paul came up to me and he's like, you know, on Monday or Tuesday, and he's like, yo, are you almost done? I'm like, not really, but what's up? And he's like, oh, because I want to close today. And I'm like, holy fuck, okay. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be out of town next week, and Jill's gonna be out of town tomorrow. Jill's the main like accounting manager. And I'm like, okay, who like I work side by side with. And I'm like, okay. So then I you know, Jill's like, okay, after lunch I'm gonna hit you up, whatever you don't, like we'll work together, we'll get this done. I'm like, okay. So there's about 5 units that were like a fucking mess, so she takes care of it. The next day she's gone to Penn State to be at a unit to like help them out with something. And hold on, oh my god, sorry, I'm in a fucking dungeon here trying to heal. So yeah, so Paul calls me into his office. He's like, yo, can you tell me what's going on with Brookhaven here? Their inventory is blah blah blah. First, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what the numbers are. And it was one that Jill did, and Jill's not there. And I'm like, no, Jill did that one. Like, I have no fucking clue. And he's like, okay. And then like the guy that trains me there, he's like, the guy that trains me is like 29, and he's just like sitting there with his arms crossed. I'm like, yeah, fucking great.
I mean, it seems like something that like the training lasts longer. You know, longer. You know, you're still getting trained. You're still
Well,
getting trained.
like I said, I talked to that girl that's here 25 years. She's like, listen, welcome to Mets. She's like, everything's a fucking cluster. They're trying to get it dialed in, hence why you're here. But it's going to take time, and they just want it to be immediate. They're like, she's like, don't take any offense to anything like that. And and she's like I told you, no one said like one bad word about you. And dude, like we go for walks twice a day. Like it's awesome.
Right, you go back there sweating?
Huh?
Go back there sweating?
Nah, it's like 15 minutes, 11 minutes, something like that, I think. Yesterday we had a fucking, oh my god, I can't think, what was it called? A fisher cat in the fucking dumpster. Everyone was afraid to go outside.
Fisher cat? What the fuck is that?
It's like a giant ferret that will rip your fucking face off. Yeah. And apparently they're nocturnal, so everyone's like, it has rabies, why is it out? Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. No, oh my god, I keep fat fingering my like ultimate, which like restores, it's a 3-minute cooldown and it restores all health.
Fat finger ultimate.
So what are you doing, man? Definitely going note?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Especially if I can get that 600.
Yeah, man. Well, it actually, I'm 85% sure that they were offering 550 for like 2-generation-old phones, so that's actually a worse deal. But I don't know if they allowed you to trade in 2, so it could be a better deal. I'm only saying.
I only have the Pixel, so like I don't have the Note 9. I have the 8.
Right, but I could have swore that it was $550 for like the Note 8, like for a 2-generation phone. So I'm not sure, but then again, like I said, I really don't think they allow you to trade in 2. So this is a better deal.
At this point, you know, by the time I get that Note, my Pixel will be paid off. My Pixel will be paid off.
Yep.
A month after.
And then you could probably keep the Note for 2 years.
Yeah, and it's half off the phone. You know?
Yeah, because as we've learned when we used to be all pumped up, like I don't even think a Snapdragon, whatever the fuck, makes that hell of a difference. Like I can't tell anything between my Note 8 and my Pixel 3, processor wise.
Yeah. The only thing I'm like it was kind of making me second guess it was like everybody on Reddit was like they dropped a lot of features for.
Right.
They're like, you know, the Note was always the one that, you know, kept the same features and then added more until this one. Like there's a whole, apparently there's like, it's a smaller battery, it's, you know, there's no headphone jack, blah, blah, blah. And I guess this is like the first year for, you know, for them going that route.
Yeah.
So it's August 10th. The unveil for the Note.
August 7th, I'm pretty sure.
August 7th. When is the Pixel?
Is October. And the thing is that it won't that trade-in won't last till the Pixel comes out.
Right, and that's why it's stupid, because I'm saying fuck that, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with my Pixel. It's not like I have to have this phone, you know?
I'm waiting, so. Because here's the thing, man. Like
you're gonna pay the Pixel or the Note if you go that way full price.
Right. Here's the thing: is that what gets me is the things that like I literally can't get on there. I don't know. Like when I look at every time I see Ice Universe tweet out a picture, I'm like, holy fuck. And like every time I turn on my Note and I look at the screen, I'm like, holy fuck. But the thing is that like I rely a lot on, and I understand, you know, I have like I could back it up on my computer, or I could do whatever if I want the unfiltered, you know, the like the raw quality. But like I can't fucking give up free 4K cloud storage, dude. Like that's insane.
What do you use that much cloud storage for? Like how much?
Well, dude, 4K is like a gig every 10 minutes or more.
Yeah, but what are you recording in 4K?
Jacob.
You're recording that much of them in 4K?
I mean, I record everything if I have free cloud storage.
I guess. I mean, to me, then it just sounds like you're recording just to record. Like it's not something that you would have, you know, you're just doing it because you have it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
I'll be honest with you too, like I went from the Note back to the Pixel, and I know like the Pixel screen is better, but like when I went back to the Pixel, I was not like, holy fuck, this is so much worse than the Note.
yeah.
Like I really didn't notice all that much screen difference.
Oh yeah, I hear you. But here's, and on the other part is they're gonna do, I know they're gonna do googly wizardry with their all those cameras, man, with those 3 cameras on the back. And I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's probably gonna be, you know, I know that I'm gonna buy a Note 10 and then I'm gonna watch it in October and be like, fuck, just like I was with the Note 8.
Yeah, and I mean the good thing for me with that is I've never been a camera guy.
Right.
I don't
Right.
care that, I don't take pictures of anything. I'm not the guy that has to have, like, the clear camera. Is it cool to have? Yeah. But, like, that's not, I don't base my purpose on, like, the best camera, because I don't take pictures of it. Except I'm told.
Yeah. And like, I have like a complex where like using, which, it's the same thing if I use Twitter on an iPhone or Twitter on a Pixel. I like get all weird using, I like having the Google stuff with the Google phone. I know that's weird, but
Dude, speaking of Apple, so when I finally was able to, I thought my thing was busted because I got the charger, like the actual charger, the right charger,
yeah.
and it was plugged in for like 25, 30 minutes and nothing was happening. I thought it was completely bricked. So it finally, the battery thing popped up. It was charging. So I wanted to completely wipe it. So I wiped everything and started brand new. Dude, the Apple shit is a pain in the ass.
Oh my God, yeah. So was it wiped? And you had to start.
I wiped it,
yeah.
wiped
So,
it and started-
dude, yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say. I was gonna warn you, dude.
I had to put I had to sign up for absolutely everything. Literally everything I wanted to do, I had to put in my Apple ID and sign into a new Apple ID, and it was a pain in the balls.
Yep. Yeah, dude, it is awful.
Terrible.
I can't stand, dude.
I
Michelle.
literally had to put that shit in 5 times just to download the free Comixology app.
Yeah, dude, Michelle has an iPhone 4, and because Jacob's addicted to screens, she gave him the iPhone just to fuck around with because she doesn't care if he smashes it. And dude, she turned it on and it just it will not let you move. It says sign into your Apple ID, sign into your app, and you keep hitting cancel. There's a cancel button. You keep hitting cancel, right? So I'm like, all right, let's just sign in. I sign in. A prompt came on her phone that said you signed into another thing. We're gonna wipe this phone. And she's like, what? Dude, it was ridiculous. So we just turned the phone off and never turned it back on.
Dude, it's horrible. Fucking Comixology is a free app that has in-app purchase. There's absolutely no reason for me to be signed in to iTunes or Apple to get that app.
Dude, because Apple has iBooks, they will not let you buy through the Kindle app. Do you know that?
That's such shit.
Like,
That's such garbage.
if you, because if you go and
So you can't use Kindle on...
You could, but you have to you have to buy it through the Amazon website.
Okay, you can't buy it right through the app.
You cannot, on Android, you cannot buy a book through the Kindle app.
Oh my god.
Nope. So you have to go on your phone on the website, or you have to go on your computer or whatever to the website.
Well, dude, that's just the charger in general. So, my father had 2 or 3 different tablets. I had two or three different tablets. So I had when I found my iPad, I had 6 or 7 different adapters for chargers.
Yeah.
The only one that would work for it is that shitty fucking brick actual iPad charger from Apple. That's the only thing that would work to charge it. So I had to pay $14 to buy that fucking little block.
Yep.
I'm so glad I'm out of there.
Yeah, man. I mean, Google started pulling that shit with the Pixel stand, but
yeah, it's not really the same though.
I mean, it's literally like voting. You're picking a lesser of 2 evils, you know? Or for me, you just pick the eviler of 2 evils.
Dude, I think the Pixel is pretty buggy. Do you have it?
No, I never got it, man.
It's pretty fucking buggy. If I'm here, I have shit streaming through it. If I'm playing music through it, if I pull it off the stand and go online, go search something on a website, if I put it back on the stand, the page will constantly pop up while it's on the stand.
Oh, really?
So that it's charged. charge it, it'll show what like song it's playing, and then it'll just like all of a sudden just pop off and go back to that website.
Yeah, like if I get the Pixel 4 and they have a 2.0, that'll probably be like what I get right off the bat. I kind of wish that I did, but I unfortunately spent my money on a $40 fabric case because I always do, and then I never use it because it's too slippery. Dude, the feel in the hand of that, you felt it.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, this is awesome. And I'm like, yeah, but it falls right out of my hand. And the thing is that like, I like the added thickness, giggity. I think phones are way too fucking thin. I think they should make them a little bit thicker with a fucking gimundous battery. I'll tell you what though, man, like me and T both said it, like I'm just a straight totally case guy, so I hope they're out at launch for whatever fun I decide to get.
I am in practice. In principle, I would love a phone with no case.
Well, that's why you should just get a totally.
Yeah, in practice, like I've been since I came back to the Note, I didn't realize it until like the third day. I've been rocking the Pixel with no case.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the last week and a half since I went back.
Is it awesome?
It's fucking nice, dude. It's nice.
Dude, the Pixel has the best back feeling I've ever had on any phone ever.
It's nice. It's real nice.
Whatever they did, that glass but not glass or whatever they did is amazing.
Yeah, dude. It's I mean, I know the first time I drop it, it's gonna explode. Yeah, basically. Oh.
Dude, if the Pixel comes out too and it's like 6 gigs of RAM and whatever the fuck and like $800, I'm cool. But if it fucking is $1,000, man, they need to be a punch in their fucking face.
They've been notorious with the Pixel.
With the Pixel, not the Nexus.
Yeah, with the Pixel, since they started producing the phone themselves.
Here's the problem.
They've been notorious with overpricing under-spec phones.
Yeah, okay, but like why? Like, you're charging for software.
Because they're trying to
think about it.
Yeah, and to me, software doesn't compensate for what they're lacking with hardware.
I mean, the only reason why the software blows on right now is because of the 4 gigs of RAM. If that had 6 gigs, like, it's gonna fucking be fucking smooth as fuck. Plus, let me tell you.
The first phone that I had to refund because it continually locked up.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We said that with the first Pixel, that we were shocked at the price. You know, their first phone out of the gate that their first time in manufacturing, what the price was.
Right.
And every year since then, it's been the same thing. You know,
I think the first one was the worst though,
under-spec phone.
because this one started at what, 800?
Which one,
The Pixel 3 XL.
3? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's an overpriced, under-spec phone. Like you said, they're just trying to push the software where, I mean, there's only so much software can do. You can have the best software ever.
Right, but you could have that software on a Note. So like, what are you charging for?
Right. And if you have that shitty fucking RAM that's not going to run your phone, doesn't matter whose software it is.
Bro, there is a big fucking dragon. And we are just trying to whoop his ass.
Don't try to get me. Because I'm going to go in full force and spend $600 on whatever the game is. played for 2 hours.
What, Final Fantasy?
Yeah,
This is like, if you,
I am my video game peer pressure beyond.
dude, I'm gonna tell you
know
what.
how many games I've seen like Twitch streamers play that
Oh yeah, yeah.
amazing, and I pay for it and I play it for 8 minutes.
Dude, my favorite is when we spent $10 or whatever it is on Mount Your Friends and played it once.
Dude, how about Arma?
Oh
We
my
didn't even know
god.
what the fuck we were doing.
Dude, that was so hard.
But it was fun when we were doing it.
Yeah.
And then we're just like, nah, we're done.
I just got destroyed. We just got wiped. Are you fucking serious right now? He's almost dead. Can you kill him? Can you kill this fucker? Wow. We actually beat him. The guy had a shred. One person had a shred of fucking life left. Bro, it's fucking Dark Souls, the MMO, don't you know? In design.
Dude, I am so excited for the next FromSoft game with George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, I might even buy that one.
I'm excited, dude.
That's another thing, that if the Pixel better fucking have 4K 60, for the love of fucking God.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have 4K 30. Every fucking phone has 4K 60.
Bro, so is Verizon gonna charge like $600 a month for 5
For what?
5G?
Oh, I don't know, probably, dude. I with the Note, I wouldn't even get it, and by the time, if you keep it 2 years, by the time you get another one, you'll be gold. The only thing, like, is that the ceramic S10 looks fucking incredible looking.
I mean, yeah, I don't care as far as like look, but like honestly, I don't like my phone doesn't like. There's really no need for it to go any faster.
Right.
It's pretty much everything is instant the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know what they could charge, for 5G, but it's probably not going to be worth it.
Right.
You know, I'm never sitting there waiting for something to look.
Right. And dude, like, Face ID, if they could do a Face ID like iPhone, man, and that's the thing, is like, a lot of people are like I read, you know, like, oh my god, Google is fucking just riding Apple's coattails, which they are to an extent, but like, I don't know, man, like, Apple, dude, when I saw they were getting rid of a home button, I thought they were dumbest company in the world. Like spending like, dude, I want to just see you just so you could fuck with gestures on my phone. Like at first you're going to hate it. You are going to despise it, dude. But I just said like, all right, like keep fucking with it. Keep fucking like you literally. So if you're in Twitter and like your thumb, you use your left hand, I'm guessing mostly. And like your thumb is in a tweet, you literally swipe from the left to the right and it's your back button. Like no more going down and hitting back.
Yeah, but how about when you're in an app where that's actually an action?
That's the problem, and that's where they're having
there's
issue.
a lot of apps where, like, I know the Reddit app that I use, like that swipe is an actual back inside of the app.
Right. Did you get my Dark Souls picture?
No. Let me see. Bro, who's that midget on the left?
That's me.
Oh my god.
I love small characters. Ever since I was 15 years old and playing EverQuest 1, I've always played like gnomes and dwarves and stuff. Like in Warcraft, I'm a goblin. The smaller the character, that's me.
Dude, this is probably the grindiest I've ever been on Destiny.
I don't know how. That's where like MMOs. That's where everything fails for me, man. Like I get into it, but I get burnt out so quick.
Yeah. I don't know, I just like the gameplay. The gameplay is what does it for me.
Yeah, man.
Like, it doesn't bother me to like be grindy.
Right. That's awesome though.
Like when I was doing that grindy shit, I'm like, wow, it's like, all right, I got this like fat ass, fucking slow ass character waddling to get fucking
10 rat pelts.
18 branches of some.
Alright, I'm gonna make me one more cocktail for the night. Be right back. Dude, you there?
Yeah.
Did I ever show you I have a fat, did you ever see a chocobo in Final Fantasy? That's what like everybody rides on, those chicken looking guys. It's been like the thing forever in Final Fantasy. Well, there's a fat chocobo.
No,
And you-
I know nothing about Final Fantasy.
Okay, well there's a fat chocobo.
Okay.
So I'll show you, I'll take a picture of my regular chocobo. So these have been in Final Fantasy forever. And then I'll take a picture of my fat chocobo. And he's literally a fat chocobo and he's a mount. And the way he runs is you hold a piece of greens out in front of him to make him move.
I don't like the carrot and stick.
Yeah. I sent you both.
Dude, this is a gigantic rubber ducky. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Dude, look at all those fucking buttons. You need like one of those Naga mice.
Yeah, I know. That's what Vlad does.
You know who I'm in love with? Fucking Masande from Game of Thrones.
Who's that?
I'm gonna send you a picture on Instagram. Just send it.
Oh, also, when we were talking about the pixels in the notes, I don't know how the new ones are, but that's one thing I do like about the pixel is I feel that the pixel's colors are more like in tune. I think it's, I would never think I would say this, but I think that the note is super saturated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, she's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like recently, within the last like month, I've like on. You know who she is on the show, right?
Yeah, Sandra.
We're talking. She's interested.
Sucks about her dying, bro.
I'm alright with that. Dude, so why did you never tell me that you finished in like what you thought?
I just thought it was rushed. It's super rushed, like you could just tell.
Did you really finish it?
Yeah, man.
I know, I believe it.
Yeah, like the Starks took, you know, are the kings.
What? Bro, you didn't finish it, did you?
Yeah, I finished it. Friggin', what's his face? Stabs fucking the other bitch. He's like, I love you, give me a kiss, and then stabs that bitch.
Yeah. You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Unless there was another episode. Oh my god, Excluding, I have to get level 54. I'm right there, dude. Really? I guess I should have picked up side quests. Or not. Because I could just run duties. So when you read like The Boys, do you like that it's super fucking raunchy? An adult?
I don't dislike it.
Because people like
Not
I said, when I was
like,
listening to
there's a lot
Comic
of
Dorks, they
times-
don't like that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times where it's like it seems overkill.
Yeah. Like I know you won't read like splatterpunk books because of torture porn and all that.
Yeah, it's weird because like when I first read Preacher, you know, that's like that, you know, but I was like in my 20s and I thought it was amazing. Now there's a lot of it, like what I'm reading, it's like, okay, like to me it's like you're just being shocked just to be shocked.
Right. What kind of monitor do you have? Asus?
Acer.
Acer. And what's the refresh on it? So did you ever like, when you were younger, did you ever like old school RPGs? Like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy? Oh, well, you said you don't know.
No, I was not. I did not do like the old school RPGs.
Yeah.
I got into those like later. Like honestly, the first like RPG, straight RPG that like got me into that was Skyrim. Like I was straight like first person shooter
Gotcha.
before I played Skyrim. That's what got me into it. And I love, like, absolutely love RPGs now, but they're like, it's like, it gives me anxiety. Because
of how much
you
there's to
don't
do?
Not how much there is to do, but it's like, you don't do the exact right thing. Like, you could be, you know, 20 hours into a game and fuck it up.
Right.
I'm trying to remember what it was that there was a plan that I was like that many hours, like 20 hours again, and I think it might have been Pillars, and like I couldn't progress because I was like I fucked up the leveling so bad.
Right.
So like right now I'm playing Divinity 2 on like story mode. Like it's just straight, you know, the combat is like a joke basically. Which I'm fine with because, you know, I like the story, I like the combat, but I don't need to play the same fight over and over and over for 5 hours.
Right, right. Bro, I just had to roll loot on Cashmere Fleece. Serious? Yo, so you think BioWare is done as a company?
Oh
Dude, they don't even acknowledge that Anthem exists.
yeah, no, I don't. They were pushing their luck like 2 games before that. And it's not even actually BioWare. It's fucking.
Yeah.
Who's the publisher?
EA.
Yeah.
Whoever has Origin. EA, right?
EA is the problem.
But like, BioWare as a company, like, they're not even saying anything about it.
I mean,
Like, they don't even acknowledge the game.
They're just in a shitty spot. Like, the game got pushed out way earlier than it was ready because of EA. Like I actually feel bad for the company.
Yeah.
I feel bad for BioWare.
But like, I loved it, man. Like, leveling through it, but I never got to the grind part. You know what I mean? And that's what everybody said was awful.
I don't know. I played it for like I got that free play played it for like an hour and a half. It wasn't for me.
Oh my god, I fat fingered again. I gotta like move it somewhere. It's on my bar. It's right next to like one of my big heel.
Left thumb mouse button.
Huh?
Left thumb or right thumb mouse button. You won't accidentally do that.
The story of Final Fantasy, though, this game is like so incredible, man, and that it really competes with WoW. It was this game came out and it was fucking a travesty, dude. And
I remember, I think, when you first originally showed me Twitch, you showed me Ko, and I think he was playing Final Fantasy.
that's how I found out about him. But that was after the no, that was after the game was relaunched.
Yeah, but that was the first thing that you showed me.
Oh yeah. At my parents' house.
Or Ko playing.
Yeah.
Yep. 'Cause I remember me, you, and Steve went to, what was the restaurant that we went to? When we were still doing like the 11 a.m. to
11 a.m. beers.
4 a.m. It was, what's the Chicago pizza place? But I remember we were sitting there at the bar, and you're like, yo, you heard of Twitch? It's this thing that you can watch and play games. Like, it sounds terrible. And you're like, no, it's amazing. We were watching it at the bar. And we went back to your parents' house. Oh, we're playing Final Fantasy. And like ever since then, like literally that's all I want. So, by the way, anytime you ever send me music and you're like, I'm not sending music ever again,
Yeah.
just remember that you got me in this book.
Alright.
That's all I watch.
Yeah, man, that's how I found Ko. He was the top streamer in the Final Fantasy directory. And that was when he was small. Like, he answered everybody.
Yeah, you were like, hey, watch this. And
Yeah.
You were like, hey, Ko, what's up? He was like, hey, look.
Yeah. It is so odd though in the beginning. You're like, why would I ever watch someone play a game that I want to play?
Yeah, dude. That was you're like, when Squad 2 play games, I'm like, how terrible. And like, I can't visit the cable. No joke, dude. Dude, I was fired up the one day when you said that. You're like, I'm never sending you music again. And I'm like, you got me into Ghost. You got me into Steven Wilson, Porcupine Tree. Like, that shit is like some of my all-time favorites.
Dude, you
like,
gotta
you
win
send
some, you lose some.
You sent me some random song. I'm like, oh, I don't like it. You're like, I'm never sending you music again.
I do really like Freddie Gibbs.
I don't understand how you think I would like Freddie Gibbs though.
It just reminds me of like, you know, that, I don't know. I want to say Earl Sweatshirt, but it's not Earl Sweatshirt, but like something in that genre, or like Vinnie Paz or something like that.
Yeah. It was just funny because I was wound up that one day. Where you're like, I think it was the last time you said that. You're like, I'm done. I'm never sending music again. And I'm like thinking of the music you sent me that like, God, I mean, you really, like, other than Tool, like, you got me into prog. Like, I was only, other than Tool, I listened to no prog until you got me into, you know, Porcupine Tree, all that shit. Like, so I was like wound up when you said that.
Dude, don't you know I only send you things if it amps you up? You already know this.
Like, yeah, I knew I liked prog, but I didn't know I liked prog.
Right.
Until you like put a name to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I remember sitting on the couch in the apartment when we were getting it, like, and I was telling you about that and all that stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't know why we listen to anything else. I really don't.
Yeah, I remember the first one was when I got for Steven Wilson was Porcupine Trees in Absentia.
Yeah.
Like, that was, you know, a whole thing that like put me into a different like genre of music.
Dude, I let my dad listen to Thank You Scientist today.
I'm like, I know the style. I like the style. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Like, that was, you're like, okay, this is like, you know, this is prog.
The Ghost one's my favorite, I think. Well, just because it's so memorable.
Yeah.
When that's such a memorable time when I was like, all right, I'm gonna play something. Just, you know, you're gonna see the guy come out and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And just wait. It's not like screaming or anything. And then I'll never forget when, because that fucking Secular Haze video is so fucking good, where it looks like a variety show, and then like you don't see anybody, you just see the ghouls, and then he comes out and you're like, what the fuck is this? I'll never forget that, you sending me the torrents going as you downloaded them.
I will say my favorite from all that is probably honestly Steven Wilson. Like,
yeah.
From Porcupine Tree. Like that, like Ghost obviously is awesome. But like, I think, you know, obviously Steven Wilson's like a better musician.
Oh yeah.
All around. So like, to me, like just getting into like that might be like when I actually got into like knowing what prog is. Like I said, I knew I liked that style of music, but I didn't know what it was called. Like that is like, that's like the catalyst for me to actually getting into, you know, what I knew was prog.
Yeah, man, Prague's awesome.
Like I said, I went to like the Kirby, man, like he was a big Prague head. Like into Yes, like his favorite brand is Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's
I
this?
went to the Kirby. My father.
Hmm.
I went to the Kirby Center to see Yes with him when I was like 14 years old. And like, I was like, obviously I was a 14-year-old douchebag, so I'm like, this is terrible, but like, I'm like, okay, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even back then, like, I knew what it was. I knew I liked that style of music. I just didn't know what it was called.
Did you ever try to tell your dad about
No.
Steven Wilson or anything?
No.
I know you try to converse as least as possible, but
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
yeah, man, I just use that Sputnik now when I'm at work because like 85% of the shit is like indie whatever, but on that trending list and on like what they talk about and on that front page is like everything that I've always loved. Like that's where I found Steven Wilson.
Yeah.
On Sputnik Music. That's where I didn't find Ghost. I found Ghost from the Radio 1 Rock Show.
Metallica, right?
Radio 1 Rock Show played them. That's where.
No, I
oh
know,
no,
but I thought you
I
said-
found Ghost
I
from
thought you said you found Ghost from that magazine article.
Decibel. Yeah.
That,
Yep.
yeah.
From Decibel.
where Hetfield was like, this is my favorite band.
Yep. I found them on Decibel. They had Papa 1 on the cover, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And went on Spotify, totally thinking that it was gonna be this death metal rah 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 rah, rah shit. And when I heard him sing, I was like, what? If I first heard Ritual, then I just went down a rabbit hole of the old YouTube videos of them playing in like small little clubs. I was like, holy fuck, this is it.
You introduced me to them. You said that you found them through something, and that like Hetfield said that was his favorite band.
Yeah, it was that, and then they were on the cover of Decibel, which is an extreme metal magazine.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to ask you, because it's actually talked about in the Android community. What's your thoughts on the curved screen versus a flat pixel screen?
I don't know.
I like the flat better.
Honestly, I don't know that. I don't ever notice.
You
that,
never
because,
notice?
Like the note is curved, right?
Yeah, and I just talk about that because like Droid Life, because Droid Life's probably my favorite, because it's only 2 guys running it, so like I love that site. Droid Life's probably my favorite, and they like discuss it. They're like, I just hope the Pixel has a flat screen, which it will.
Honestly, I don't notice the difference between the two.
Bum 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 bum. Anime Native, thank you so much for the follow. How's your night going tonight?
Bro, so you ready for that new tool?
No, if they put them on streaming, so I want to do chronological. I want to do chronological.
So they fucked everything up. So it was.
They fucked everything up.
They did though. It was supposed to be. I think they started Monday. They put every album, the release date, on Twitter and Instagram. So everybody figured out it was going to be like, 10,000 days would be today, and the new announcement, the album name, everything would be tomorrow. But they fucked up last night and they didn't put one. So they did Lateralis today, which means everybody's like, okay, so are they gonna do 10,000 days tomorrow and then Sunday announce it, or are they gonna wait 2 days and then do 10,000 days on Monday and announce the new one on Tuesday? Like, they fucked the whole thing up.
Yeah, I want to do, because I have never listened to Undertow in my life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And that's probably going to be like one of my favorites because of how just hard rock it is.
Hard, yeah. It's not prog at all.
Because the songs that I know, like Sober and all that, right? That's Undertow, right? Is like, I just liked, I now obviously I appreciate that, but I would love to hear a Tool album that's more just straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, Undertow is amazing. And it's funny too, because I'm normally the guy that like doesn't like when the band changes, their sound.
Right.
Breaking Ben did it. I hated it.
The new album's awesome.
Bring Me the Horizon.
The last album.
Bring Me the Horizon did it. I hate it.
That's ridiculous. It is awful.
I don't like when they change their original sound, but like Undertow is amazing, and then obviously what Tool did, after that is also
right.
amazing,
So did you listen to that fucking crazy lady?
What?
That Crazy Lady album I sent you? That's the scariest music I ever listened to.
Oh, no. When you sent me that synopsis, and then
You have to listen to that song. You have to. You have to give me 9 minutes of your time and listen to this.
Good. I'm not gonna. It's at 9 minutes.
It might resonate with you because it's like
It's not gonna resonate with me. You said it's not good.
it's something. It's not like, no, you're not gonna be like, yo, I want to go listen to the new Languida, whatever the fuck her name is album, but
It's just somebody like making noise for 90 minutes.
no, it's like church music type deal, like gospel sing weird something, and then it's just like she loses her fucking mind, dude. And I'm not talking like what you think, like
Yoko Ono.
no, dude, like the most crazy.
I don't know, man. It does not sound appealing at all.
I understand that. I just want you to hear it. Just the craziest, like screaming, like most, like in pain type. I don't know, man. You just got to hear it. It was.
Yeah, but like that's nothing.
I'm not
new.
telling you to
Like,
listen to the album. I'm just telling you to listen to track
Right,
2,
yeah.
and just
But,
just
like,
experience it.
if it's just like somebody screaming to be shocking, like that's not a new thing. Like I'm not gonna be like, you know,
Yeah.
ooh.
I just think
You know
like
what I mean?
if you like when I think of how I portrayed it in my head, I read the review first and then I put it on. When I read that paragraph, I thought the paragraph was pretty cool. But
I just don't. To me, I don't like music like summarized like that.
right, but
You're
I
not gonna tell me they're like, oh, somebody, you know, summarized a 2-line song with 15 lines. You know what I mean?
right.
Like you can't. Like you're not gonna. I don't know how you're saying the feeling of a note in a song. I don't know. Like that's just weird to me.
I like the fact that they're like, it's the end of the world or whatever, and like you go to this church and you hear something from the basement, and you go into like the catacombs of the church and you see these people congregating around this woman, and you're like, oh, it's like the church, but it's not. It's like fucking satanic crazy, dude. I'm getting goosebumps talking. Like that paragraph really hit me, so I listened. That's when I jammed it, and like I said, man, I got to track 3 and I was like looking around. I'm in a fucking office and I'm like, this is just weird,
Yeah.
because it's like oh, and then it's just like, I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude. She does Jolene. She has a cover from her last album doing Jolene.
Yo, Jolene's song is fire.
Not this one. Unless you think like okay, so in that sense of like, it's more gospel opera, but think Chelsea Wolfe, you know,
Yeah.
in that sense, before she like loses her fucking mind, dude.
Did you hear you? I've played you, Miley doing Joel.
Oh yeah, dude, I listen to that all the time.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. That and the fucking. I listen to the one with her and Ariana Grande all the time.
Oh yeah, that's awesome too. Oh shit. That song's just amazing to begin with. I love that fucking song.
The one they cover.
I love the cover, but I love the regular song too, because did you ever watch Adventureland with
Yep.
yeah, that got me, like, I knew about the song, but that got me super into it because I thought Adventureland was such a good movie. And like when they're like Kristen Stewart or whatever her name is and the dude make out, and then like it's them and they're riding on the rides and stuff, and just like it's like that summer love type deal, and that's playing in the background, man. I loved it, man. Yeah, that's such a fucking fire song. The first track on Chance is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second song is slow, but it's like a really good summer song. Like there's a dude singing and it's like, do you remember when we were young and the summers lasted forever? And it was just like a chill song, but it's really fucking good. I haven't gotten past that yet because I listened to it late.
His verse on Corday's album.
Yeah,
Like it's funny because like I was listening on the way to work, and the song starts, and I didn't, you know, it was on my phone, so I didn't realize like Chance was in it, and I'm like, oh man, like it starts off and it's like, you know, the choir's going, and I'm like, fuck, I'm like, this sounds like a super Chance song, and then like second verse he comes in, I'm like, yep, that makes sense. You should definitely listen to that album. It's really good.
nothing's gonna be thank you scientist stuff this year. Not even Tool.
Dude, I tried. I couldn't do it.
Not gonna happen, man. I love that
Do it,
fucking album
man.
so much.
Couldn't do it.
It's like, cause like,
As soon as I heard it, man, I listened to the first 3 songs. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, this is right up Joel's alley.
yeah, man.
Fucking, it reminded me so much of Coheed. I'm like, this is right up.
As,
It's too poppy for me.
as soon as I heard
I
that,
know you loved Stephen Wilson's last one too.
yep, love it.
Yeah, it's too poppy.
Dude, because it's like, because I did have, not that I liked him. What's this gonna do? This is an entrance. What the fuck is this gonna do? Can I go in here? Oh, that's for that. Son of a bitch. Hold on. I don't know how to get to where I'm going now. What the fuck? Do I have to go through here or can I go around it? Can I go around? I cannot go around. That's definitely not gonna happen. But yeah, I had like a Dave Matthews phase. Like I didn't like Dave Matthews, but like I liked some songs from him, and like that gets me. That gets like, it had like the saxophone and like heavy metal, like it had metal and it had the pop and it had
See,
like,
I don't like that. I don't like the.
I
know
love
we
horns, dude.
Talk about the sexy sax, but I don't like it. I don't like it in what's the other band? Like they're like the hardcore metal prog. They were like number 2 behind Haken on Reddit's 2018. Oh fuck. The sexy sax. Come on.
Oh, Rivers of Nile or whatever.
Yes. Yep. I don't like it.
Love hacking.
Is it Haken or Hacken?
I don't know, but I sent you that once again from Sputnik Music. That's when I discovered them, and I sent you that, and you listened to their first album. I was listening to their second album, and the reason why is because whatever song I listened to reminded me of Tool.
Yeah, I didn't like get into them until, you know, Reddit's prog metal did the, like they always do, the year end, whatever, and they do the playlist. So I listened to it all the way through, and I'm like, that was the year I was like super into Between the Buried and Me, and that album is fucking fire to me.
Did you ever listen to Colors by them?
Yes, I'm listening to that. That's that fucking the Feed Me Fear that I sent you today.
It's from Colors.
Yeah. So I was like, but that was the year that Automata 1 and 2 came out. and I was like, that was my album of the year. And you know, Haken, whatever, won Reddit's to prog metal, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I kept skipping it. So finally, I'll listen to it the one day on the way to work, and I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, because you liked their first album, Aquarius, I think it's called. You text me because I sent you them, and you started with their first album, and I was listening to their second. And then their next album after that was The Mountain, which is like their magnum opus, which I never listened to. I don't know what I was probably in the playlist at the time.
Yeah. Like I said, like you can play that to somebody and be like, oh, this is like a regular rock song, like a rock prog song.
Yeah.
And then at the end of every song, it's like straight Dillinger shit. Yeah, it's like crazy math rock.
That's two albums I want to listen, or two bands I want to listen to more. Is I listened to it when I was at work, but if I'm in a bad mood, I just hate all music at sometimes. And I think I was in a bad mood at that time when I was working at Subway. The new Sown album, or Sown, however you want to say it, that got a lot of praise, and I didn't enjoy it. And then the new Leprous album, both prog artists, so I have to check them out. I'm hoping for a new Catatonia album soon.
I was listening to that Tesseract album from 2018.
Tesseract's awesome, dude.
Like, yeah, the first like 3 songs are good, but then it like kind of falls off for me.
Have you ever listened to Periphery before the new album?
No.
All right, I'm like, this is my favorite track by them, dude. And if you enjoy Periphery at all, in any sense,
the new album's awesome. I love it.
Dude, that Reptile song, holy fuck.
Yeah. It's great.
But dude, this, yeah, Marigold, dude. It was actually, I think when we used to all hang out, Bob Devin played the video downstairs, and it was amazing. I'm like, whoa. And now that I'm into Periphery, now I listen to it at the gym, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. They have a really cool video for it too. It's like little like robot men or something.
New They Artist Murder was out today.
Oh, nice.
It's funny, I was listening to it at work, and one of the guys at work came up to me. He's like, do you actually like listening to this? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, no. He's like, can you actually listen to a full album of this? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't get it. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
See, it's funny because I'm getting into more listening to instrumentals, even in the extreme music, and there's just, when it's good, it's really good. But for me, it's tough to I love that album from Newman Oreen or whatever that was that I tried to tell you about, and I love that album because of how catchy and shit it was. And then I tried to listen to Deaf Heaven, who they basically ripped off, and I listened to Deaf Heaven's last album, which didn't get the greatest reviews. They said it was a little whatever. It wasn't that Sunbather that Sunbather is what broke them through, because it was on like more poppy or billboardy or Rolling Stone lists. I don't know what it was, but dude, it's literally like black metal that you can't understand a fucking word, but like the music and it's long song, so it's proggy, but like the music goes into like a modern rock played really well slash poppy like territory, but it's black metal. It's really neat, but you know, I got to be like focused on the instruments. I don't know. And
Yeah.
but then when I hear something like Thank You Scientist, when I could understand the vocals plus the music's incredible to me, that's when it's just like, okay, I go back and back and back and back and back. Like I still don't go back like you know what I mean? I don't go back like I would a Ghost or a Steven Wilson or you know what I mean?
But like to me, like I wish I could get into instrumental. Because I'm
Right.
telling you, like I said this before, if Animals as Leaders had vocals, it would probably be my favorite band of all time.
Right.
Like I don't know why, for whatever reason, Russian Circles is the only like instrumental I can get into. And
Yeah.
I know like the like how people perceive music, Animals as Leaders is better than Russian Circles.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like critically acclaimed, all that shit. But to me, like whatever, like for whatever reason, Russian Circles just doesn't. But any other instrumental I can't do. Like I'll listen to like the first 2 songs on an Animals as Leader album, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then like 15 minutes in, I'm like, okay, I'm bored. But
Right.
Circles doesn't do that for me. It doesn't make me bored.
See, that's like another one of my favorite albums this year was that Arch Echo that I told you about. Like Vlad like loves it too, and that's an instrumental. That's the first instrumental album I've listened to multiple times. I think that's the first instrumental album I listened to more than once.
Yeah, but like even those two singles from the new Russian Circles album is fucking amazing. They're just amazing.
Yeah.
But you know, I can't do it with any other ones for some.
Probably get off at 11:30. Jacob hasn't fucking slept all week. He slept like Sunday night all through the night. We were all like, yeah, awesome. And the rest of the week he's like, nah, go fuck yourself. He gets up at 1 every fucking night, so just be up there and laying down in case he gets up. Michelle doesn't wake me, but it sucks because like she goes crazy because he gets up and then she tries to put him down and then he's up all night. But I keep telling her and we're like fighting about it, which it sucks, but because he is teething. But you know, if you let him cry for 30 minutes to an hour to 45 minutes, just let him cry. He either A, goes back to sleep on his own, or B, he wears himself out to when, okay, now he's not going down, he's not, you know, he's you know, and we'll let him cry it out because, you know, we're just trying to teach him like, bro, it's fucking bedtime, shut the fuck up, like, you know.
Yeah.
And
It's like she's like too
and we
attached.
right, we know he's not in pain, like if he was in pain, obviously we would comfort him, but yeah. And yeah, we know he's just like, because dude, he cried for, we're trying to like cry it out, he cried for like 45 minutes and I sit in the hallway and just sit there and just read and just do whatever. And dude, he cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. But like, it's not like hysterical or anything like that. It's just like whining, and then like he'll be silent and then he'll start up again. He'll like be silent for like 30 seconds, then start up again. Like, what? You know? And I'll take him and I'll as soon as Michelle's like, we gotta call it, I'm like, that's fine, we can call it. And I took him out, dude. I put him on the bed to change his diaper because we were gonna feed him and try to put him back down. And he's like, yeah. And Michelle's like, it's time for bed.
Yeah,
but
it seems like he's still too, you know, attached, and like every little noise he makes.
right. But what I'm saying is that when he does, he wears himself out, and we put him back down and he's down for 5 hours. Where when Michelle battles him all night, she'll get him back down and he'll be down for an hour, maybe 2. So she's up 4 times a night with him.
Yeah, or if you just like roughed it out for a little bit,
Right.
you know, let him scream, you know. What are you going on tomorrow?
We're going to her Robin's.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Well, if you can, or wanna hang out for a little bit after, we're going to imprint for like 12, but I'll be back at like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
Or like grab some wings or something. I don't know what time you're doing what you're doing.
I mean, it'll probably be normal like bedtime for him, so I don't know what he'll be up to. Because we're going there at 3, and then we'll probably be there until it's like almost time for him to go to bed. So
Yeah, I don't know what time you would like, if you could get out. What over?
Yeah, dude. Last week, we went out to RJ and Elisa's for Adam and Luke's birthday party, and Michelle, I don't know, kind of got into it over nonsense. It was not partially. It was mostly my fault. I said I'm going back up, and she put the baby down, and she's like, "You do you," and I'm like, "All right, see ya."
What?
You know, she didn't want me to go anywhere, but I went anyway, and she's like, "You do you." So I went, and I literally, I text Jeff, and I'm like, and it was crazy, but I just wanted to do it, just do it, and I picked him up at like 7:40, and I'm like, dude, I know you're like one of the only people that will do this and be sporadic about it, even to go for an hour just because you enjoy the ride. I'm like, you want to go to the lake? And he's like, let's fucking do it, dude. We went up there for 2 hours.
Wow.
It was awesome, dude. I like text him the next day. I'm like, dude, I had such an awesome time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about some shit, but I won't now.